All right, I'm gonna say it, guys. I was wrong about DICE. I take back what I said. I now think they're either straight up incompetent, want Battlefield 6 to fail, or EA really pulls the strings every step of the way and they just have nothing to do with the game besides. DICE has nothing to do with the game besides just doing what EA wants them to do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I already made a video about hit registration, but there are some things I want to talk about with that real quick. Um, they're lying their asses off. There's no way around it. They just flat out said it's a rare issue, blamed it on guns and attachments. Couldn't specify which guns and attachments, which I get. Game development's complicated, but you can't even give us an idea of what guns and attachments. I didn't know RPGs had attachments until they made that statement. I just I thought I knew Battlefield. I guess I didn't. That's obviously not the case. They know it's not the case. There was people using just guns, myself included, with no attachments, still had the issues. And I mean, as a lot of people said, the game's overall worse than beta. It's not a surprise, but it's like there's so much new issues with the game versus beta. What was the point of the beta? Anyways. So yeah, they lied about that. To make matters worse, they said there was a hot fix on October 15th to address the hit registration. The rare occurrence of hit registration issues, they said. So, all right, you're communicating and addressing issues. All right, cool. Except for the fact that even right after the hot fix, people were still having the same issues. And come the time of October 28th when RedSec and Season 1 drops, I thought it was just me. I thought hit reg just got worse for me. No, there's many people saying it just feels worse. The game feels different every day now. I would love to say, hey, at least we got a functioning store and battle pass, but they can't even get that right. People are spending points on Battlefield that can't redeem them. Points aren't working. It's kind of impressive. In the modern day, the age of battle passes and skins, they can't even get that right. A giant company like EA and DICE, which this isn't the original DICE, but still, I don't think they're new to game development. I know they did make 2042 and it shows because this game's kind of a joke right now. The base is pretty good. It's not perfect though. I can't get behind that sentiment. Anyway, I'm derailing. Anyways, hit registration is clearly still an issue, and there's no word from them about it. According to DICE, it's fixed. Makes the game unplayable technically. It's not a minor annoyance. Every gunfight is a gamble. Does that sound like a game you want to play? I know Battlefield's casual to begin with, but it's not a fun experience. Right, so far to Bloom, Dispersion, whatever you want to call it. Community, did their research, they did their testing and pointed out, hey, something's really messed up with this. The recoil, like something just doesn't make sense. So Florian, which is a principal game designer for Battlefield, and I'm gonna say this: don't go attacking him on social media or anything. I'm not calling for that. That'd be stupid. We don't need to be name calling or anything like that. Don't do that. But definitely hold him accountable. Unless he's just a mouthpiece for DICE and EA, then I guess there's that. Maybe his opinions aren't his own. But he's clearly just flat out lying to people. And when he's not lying to people, the other things he's saying are concerning, like for the Bloom. He's basically telling us what we consider a bug isn't a bug. It's just how the game was designed. So, if you don't know, when 2042 was potentially going to kill the Battlefield series, they fucking went into the lab with Battlefield 6 with the whole goal of making it to bring back Battlefield, to revive Battlefield. They came out of that lab and said, yeah, we should have players, whenever they go to fight their recoil in the game should give them more recoil. If that's what they came up with for this game that was supposed to revive the franchise, we're probably doomed. Like, this game might be in a very good state in some years or something, but do you think people want to wait that long to play a game? There's other games to play. You could go back and play Battlefield 1, you could play Battlefield 4. If you want to play Battlefield that bad, but there's other games to play. It's not a good look. There's so many design choices they've made so far that just, if this is what they think of without the community giving them backlash and saying this isn't what we want, this is what they would just roll with without feedback, then I don't know. I think it's kind of hopeless. And also, you could look back at 2042. There was videos being made a year ago saying that hit registration issues were back in that game after being patched. Battlefield 6 is probably going to follow suit. Just saying. It'd be an understatement to say it's likely. Right now, it looks like that is the case. And really, the funny thing about the Bloom, if you ask me, some people will sit there and tell you, oh, it's a good choice. It's a good game design because that encourages tap fire instead of just full auto. Problem with that is, look at the SMGs in the game right now. Look at the hipfire LMG builds. Just full auto. Some of them have fucking laser accuracy. And the damage isn't bad on them. The rate of fire is pretty up there, so why would you subject yourself to trying to play a slow game with a gun, whatever somebody can just full on spray you with the utmost accuracy? It's everything's so all over the place. It just doesn't make sense. You got to shut your brain off to think they actually care about this game right now and that it makes sense. It just doesn't add up. Brings me to the lies they've made about patching the game. Because, I get it. Maybe it seems like a lot of people just didn't expect this to happen, but EA is still EA. At the end of the day, this game was going to get a store and a battle pass before it actually, got content we wanted and, bigger maps, better portal. List goes on and on. That's another thing. You just hop on Twitter, YouTube comments, whatever, and you'll see. If you scroll through the shields, make it past them, or sometimes before them, you'll see a long list of things people want that's just not getting addressed. But it was a given. We were going to get a store. We were going to get a battle pass, which the store is not even functioning properly. It's impressive. But yeah, so they clearly promised we would get this list of fixes with this patch, with Season 1, with RedSec dropping clear as day. That was the goal. That's what was promised. So instead, whenever people find out, hey, the game's still not fixed, we still got the drone glitch, Bloom is there, this and that, Florian, Dice's mouthpiece, comes in and says, oh, I understand if there was a miscommunication or something, or however he worded it. I already forgot. It's hard to look at that shit, honestly. It's kind of infuriating. But instead of just owning up to it, like, yeah, we messed up. We jumped the gun. We couldn't release the patch as we intended, or it's just not ready, whatever. It's just, oh, you must have read that wrong. We never said we were releasing the patch with Season 1. No, but here's a battle pass and here's a store you can spend money on. That's ready-ish. That's not ready, we'll patch that first. Basically, what they're trying to tell us. So they're lying about hit registration, they're lying about Bloom and fixing both of those. Which, once again, Bloom to them is functioning as intended, not a bug. That's just how they designed the game. This game is supposed to revive Battlefield. They lied about the patches being released. They don't even have a date as to when the patch will be released. It's just later on in Season 1. Yippee. Don't you feel like, by the way, don't you feel like you got $70 worth of game? I'm not feeling like that. I've honestly spent $15 on some games. New, not on sale. New games, $15, and I feel like I got more of a $70 experience than I do with Battlefield. Battlefield's fun, but holy shit, this is just, I could have this same fun in another Battlefield game that's complete. That's, I don't know, not being jerked around. One that I'm not subject to performance issues or more bugs, more hit registration issues next time they update the game, or a stealth patch. That's another thing with the stealth patch they had for which I don't even remember what they added. I and some other people with way more expensive rigs than me were taking taking performance hits. So it's once again it's more 2042. More of the same. Every single update that they might fix a little thing, you got to worry about the game getting this much worse. Just doesn't add up, doesn't make sense. But hey, it's DICE's first time making a 6th Battlefield, so cut them some slack, I guess. But alright, on top of all of that, I'm sure you know it's Double XP weekend. Or it was. I'm probably posting this Monday. So, Double XP weekend. Cool, right? They couldn't even get that right. Like, how do you fuck up that bad as a developer? Couldn't get the store right. Battle Pass. Now Double XP. People thought it was a PlayStation 5 exclusive because it just did not work for Steam and Xbox users for hours. How do you do that? How do you mess something up like that? Just the game's cursed, it's doomed, I'm telling you. I might be proven wrong. Just like I was proven wrong that DICE cares about their game, which no, I'm sure there's still people at DICE that care about their game, but as a whole, this shit's not good. I'm not seeing a company that cares about their game as a whole. Double XP weekend. Cool, right? Good. Hop on for the weekend. Go grind out the game, have fun in the process, whatever. Everyone, not everyone, but people play the game differently, you know. Enjoy it how you enjoy it. It's all good. Except alongside Double XP releasing, there's also an XP cap. Now some people say, "Oh, 1.5 million XP, you're never going to reach it." Some people reach it in a few hours. They're not sweat lords. They might be on a bot lobby, uh an XP form, whatever you want to call it. Or they're just playing the game all day. And maybe it wouldn't be so bad if it was just your level that got capped out, but it's also weapon attachments. So if you got on this weekend to just grind out attachments so you can focus on playing the game and enjoying it after, so you could get a meta build, especially if you didn't spend money on Phantom Edition. Phantom Edition got some pretty good builds. But whatever kind of logic you want to put behind it, whether there should or shouldn't be an XP cap, why do we need that? It, actually, no, yeah, give me a good reason why we need an XP cap, because I see none. And I absolutely I cannot stand the argument of, oh, well, this is a great launch compared to Battlefield 3 in 2011. If you got to compare Battlefield 6 in 2025's launch to a game in 2011 that was way more ambitious for its time, you lost. Sorry. That's just straight up shilling behavior. Once the rose tinted glasses wear off and hype dies down, if things keep going the way they're going, because nobody's going to want to stick around for this shit, I promise you. Except for the biggest shields, but they'll probably move on too. Also, I forgot to make things funnier. They're having a tournament for Gauntlet in 2 days from now when I'm recording this. The whole game is flawed with hit registration issues. Bloom's a big deal. It's kind of hard to have any competition whenever you have something like that in the game. Do you see where their priorities are with this game? Battle Pass store and Battle Royale. This was never a game for Battlefield fans, which I know for some people that was obvious before the game even came out. Once again, I don't know how people gloss over this, but before the game came out, they said they want 100 million players playing Battlefield 6. They can't even get a quarter of that with the game itself. It has to come from Battle Royale. And Battle Royales are kind of they don't carry the same hype they used to. So I don't know. What happens when they don't hit those numbers? They stop supporting the game. They stop supporting it as much. Will we ever get a fixed portal? Will we ever, get hit registration issues sorted out? $70 gamble. Just like every gunfight you get into is a gamble on this game. Honestly. But let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know why. Keep a pretty open mind. Like I've said before, I do like Battlefield 6, but it is more of the same. If someone's telling you this game deserves some kind of extra above and beyond, above the ordinary praise, then they're just shilling, or like I said, rose tinted glasses. The game's not all that. For 2025, for a game that's doing absolutely nothing new compared to its predecessors, this ain't it. But yeah, catch you later.